The Maccabiah Games are the Jewish Olympics. It's the third largest sporting event in the world. And I was there for 3.5 weeks. And the first week we had training camp, so we had 2 days. We just hung out by the pool in between. And then the next week we got to tour. And so we went all over Israel, going to Yad Vashem, which is the Holocaust Memorial Museum. We went to Masada, we went to the Dead Sea, and we got to go to the Western Wall also. And then the last week is competition. So we got to play Australia, Canada, and Israel. And then we won the gold medal against Israel. We went undefeated. We beat Israel in the first game by 5 in overtime. So they hit a 3-point shot at the buzzer to put us into overtime. So that was like we got to get ready for the next game kind of thing. But the other 3 games, because we played Australia twice, they were pretty, they were good competition, but we were a lot bigger than them inside. And then the final game, the gold medal game against Israel, we shot 100% in the first half. So there was just no way they could stick with us because we could not miss a shot. So we had a pretty good game. My teammates were awesome. That was probably my favorite part of the trip. They're from all over, a lot of Patriot League, a few Patriot League schools, a few Ivy League schools. But yeah, they were definitely my favorite part. They were great to play with and a lot of fun. I would probably say Israel. They would be the biggest crowd for their games, and also Australia we were pretty close friends with. I know a few girls from 4 years ago who went, and so we kind of reconnected and were able to hang out after the game and stuff like that. And during the game we're playing each other and we're like talking to each other and stuff. But yeah, so either Israel or Australia. It was still just as exciting, and it's so many new experiences. Like you just see it in a whole different light because you're 4 years older. Probably winning the gold medal with my teammates afterwards, celebrating in the locker room. They were just great. That was definitely my favorite part of the trip. I have new friends that I'm going to stay close with forever. And not only do we have the bond of we all play basketball together, but we're all Jewish and we all want to play overseas in Israel once we graduate. And so, yeah, that's probably my favorite. I think I definitely learned how to communicate better because I was with 10 new players that I had never played with before. So you have to communicate better than you do with the team that you play with every day. Also, I think leadership. I think we all kind of led in our own way on the team this time in Israel. So I think I can bring that back. And also just an experience. It's a much more physical game, the international game. And so we got thrown around a little bit at first, but I think I brought a little more physicality back with me.